A reading from the book of Numbers. Today is May 12th. Our reading from the book of Numbers is chapter 15. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Speak to the Israelite people and say to them, when you enter the land that I am giving you to settle in, and would present an offering by fire to the Lord from the herd or from the flock, be it burnt offering or sacrifice, in fulfillment of a vow explicitly uttered, or as a free will offering, or at your fixed occasions, producing an odor pleasing to the Lord. The person who presents the offering to the Lord shall bring as a meal offering 1/10 of a measure of choice flour with 1/4 of a hin of oil mixed in. You shall also offer, with the burnt offering or the sacrifice, 1/4 of a hin of wine as a libation for each sheep. In the case of a ram, you shall present as a meal offering 2/10 of a measure of choice flour with 1/3 of a hin of oil mixed in, and 1/3 of a hin of wine as a libation as an offering of pleasing odor to the Lord. And if it is an animal from the herd that you offer to the Lord as a burnt offering or as a sacrifice, in fulfillment of a vow explicitly uttered, or as an offering of well-being, there shall be offered a meal offering along with the animal, 3/10 of a measure of choice flour with 1/2 of a hin of oil mixed in, and as libation you shall offer 1/2 a hin of wine, these being offerings by fire of pleasing odor to the Lord. Thus shall be done with each ox, with each ram, and with any sheep or goat. As many as you offer, you shall do thus with each one, as many as there are. Every citizen, when presenting an offering by fire of pleasing odor to the Lord, shall do so with them. And when, throughout the ages, a stranger who has taken up residence with you, or one who lives among you, would present an offering by fire of pleasing odor to the Lord, as you do, so shall it be done by the rest of the congregation. There shall be one law for you and for the resident stranger. It shall be a law for all time throughout the ages. You and the stranger shall be alike before the Lord. The same ritual and the same rules apply to you and the stranger who resides among you." The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Speak to the Israelite people and say to them, when you enter the land to which I am taking you, and you eat of the bread of the land, you shall set some aside as a gift to the Lord. As the first yield of your baking, you shall set aside a loaf as a gift. You shall set it aside as a gift like the gift from the threshing floor. You shall make a gift to the Lord for the first yield of your baking throughout the ages. If you unwittingly fail to observe any one of the commandments that the Lord has declared to Moses, anything that the Lord has enjoined upon you through Moses, from the day that the Lord gave the commandment and on through the ages, if this was done unwittingly, through the inadvertence of the community, the whole community shall present one bull of the herd as a burnt offering of pleasing odor to the Lord, with its proper meal offering and libation, and one he-goat as a sin offering. The priest shall make expiation for the whole Israelite community, and they shall be forgiven, for it was an error, and for their error they have brought their offering, an offering by fire to the Lord, and their sin offering before the Lord. The whole Israelite community and the stranger residing among them shall be forgiven, for it happened to the entire people throughout error. In case it is an individual who has sinned unwittingly, he shall offer a she-goat in its first year as a sin offering. The priest shall make expiation before the Lord on behalf of the person who erred, for he sinned unwittingly, making such expiation for him that he may be forgiven. For the citizen among the Israelites and for the stranger who resides among them, you shall have one ritual for anyone who acts in error. But the person, be citizen or stranger, who acts defiantly, reviles the Lord, that person shall be cut off from among his people, because he has spurned the word of the Lord and violated his commandment. That person shall be cut off. He bears his guilt. Once when the Israelites were in the wilderness, they came upon a man gathering wood on the Sabbath day. Those who found him as he was gathering wood brought him before Moses, Aaron, and the whole community. He was placed in custody, for it had not been specified what should be done to him. Then the Lord said to Moses, "The man shall be put to death. The whole community shall pelt him with stones outside the camp." So the whole community took him outside the camp and stoned him to death, as the Lord had commanded Moses. The Lord said to Moses as follows, "Speak to the Israelite people and instruct them to make for themselves fringes on the corners of their garments throughout the ages. Let them attach a cord of blue to the fringe at each corner. That shall be your fringe. Look at it and recall the commandments of the Lord and observe them, so that you do not follow your heart and eyes and your lustful urge. Thus you shall be reminded to observe all my commandments and to be holy to your God. I, the Lord, am your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt to be your God. I, the Lord, your God.